Alright, Modern Warzone tweeted Zombies in MW3 is basically DMZ combined with Outbreak, but without the possibility of player versus player. This to me sounds a bit concerning. Just because we're trying to make Zombies a massive multiplayer online game, or MMO for short. The problem with that is how MMO games are doomed to die within the COD franchise due to the fact that they're available if, and only if, the player pool is large enough. For a battle royale, yeah, that's kind of an expectation. You need 100 or so players these days to fill an entire map to make PvP interesting enough. But zombies? This is a PvE mode. The fact they are trying to turn this into a DMZ style mode without PvP only feels like artificial player inflation, just for the sake of making this mode die faster in the long run. AKA, with a new COD releasing each year with a new large player mode, I'm not sure Mw3 Zombies has the ability to be timeless. Now, let's get into the rest of the features Modern Warzone listed in his tweet, and I'll explain why I believe this is Mw3 Zombies' inevitable demise. 60-minute sections before being forced to exfiltrate. As you can see, this is a DMZ feature. Instead of the usual 20 or so minutes, they upped it to 60 before a forced circle collapse and then a final exfil. Historically, Zombies does not have a time limit, so this kinda sucks. Lots of people are gonna miss going for higher rounds, having those stats on their player profiles too. Zombies rounds used to just go on, getting harder and harder as the rounds go up. Even Cold War's Outbreak had rounds, so it's gonna be interesting to see how Treyarch changes this traditional dynamic up, and how the Zombies community responds to these new changes. And speaking of difficulty ramps up the closer you get to the center of the map, but difficulty is not based on time nor number of kills. And apparently this is played on the new Warzone map with 6-player squads, up to 24 players on the map at once, there being 4 different squads of 6 people. I at least kinda like the sound of ramping up difficulty near the center of the map. However, I really hope this doesn't mean I need to have a full 6-man team or even multiple teams to keep our ground near the center of the map. And this also raises the question, what about solo Zombies players? DMZ and even Raids had a huge problem with this, so I hope that they are taking lone wolves into account and don't limit solo players into only running around the outer rim of the map for an hour. That would be a travesty. Yeah, you're most likely gonna be able to search for a squad, but you're gonna be forced to run around with your squad. And what fun is that? If I'm a solo player, I wanna freely run around solo, you know? At my own pace, choosing the locations I do and don't wanna go. And that's not even getting into the boss fights. If they expect us to be in a party of 6, then enter a boss fight with multiple teams of 6? How am I as a solo player gonna compete? How much health are zombie bosses gonna have? Will the boss's health be scaled down depending on how many people are entering the fight? These are questions I hope Treyarch have a good answer for at launch. Anyways, player versus environment only and human threats as well, not just zombies. This also has me more concerned for solo players. Mainly if the AI humans are as relentless as they are in DMZ, but perhaps there is a workaround built in. As of now, buy stations, weapon wall buys, mystery boxes, and pack-a-punch are present. But so far this does not seem to be confirmation of perk machines, so I don't know if we'll even have a quick fix or tombstone perk, which would honestly be very disappointing, as I'm willing to bet those stupid DMZ bonus effects will carry over to zombies. And you know, the free self-revive is one of those free non-earned perks. Yeah, I love how I'm able to buy shit that's gonna impact my combat record if I spend money on an already $90 game. Like, can we please just end the pay to win, pay to play, pay to participate, pay to get a higher combat record shiz out of the in-game store? More people should be vocal about this stuff. It's the main reason I don't play DMZ anymore, and it's why literally all my real-life casual COD friends don't want to play it either. It's so unappealing and distasteful. And lastly, cinematic story is part of Treyarch's Zombie Storyline. Cool, I guess. But at the same time, a little disappointing for Infinite Warfare Zombies fans, like myself. Modern Warfare is kind of a part of Infinity Ward's subsection of COD, so I'm a little bit disappointed they aren't bringing back the Infinite Warfare crew, Willard Wyler, or perhaps exploring more horror film themed maps in Modern Warfare 3. I really highly doubt that Zombies is gonna have a crew, especially after Black Ops Cold War and Vanguard Zombies, but here's the hoping. Most likely we're gonna have our multiplayer operators going into zombies. I mean, there's parties of 6. Do you think they're gonna make a crew for all 6 players for like 4 different teams? I highly doubt it. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. I just hope Treyarch are able to bring us a better, grander zombies experience for COD 2024. Let's let them focus on Outbreak and maybe Onslaught, because these sort of modes are just modifications to already existing maps. They don't have to like create new maps with Easter eggs embedded into those maps. It's a lot less effort, so that's why I want to give them more time for their own COD. Their next COD is on a 4-year cycle, so it should be good. Like, this should not impact that like at all. Black Ops 4 and Cold War had were on a 2-year cycle basically because they got fucked over, but this one's on a 4-year cycle. And if anyone is interested in what I'd love to see for Black Ops 5 or Black Ops Gulf War, whatever they're naming it, please check out this video appearing on the screen right now. It's a cool little concept wish list for a fully zombies themed Call of Duty. Campaign, multiplayer, classic zombie modes, all 3 experiences. Enjoy. Also let me know your thoughts on MW3 Zombies in the comments below, and I guess yeah, peace out, homies.
Kaboom!